Well, guys, it's time. Boom. We like to keep ourselves and everybody in the loop of what's happening with retail trends. Doug, what's happening this week with retail trends?
Well, if you guys are in the inner circle of retail for motorsports, especially dirt track, it was forever horsepower. We need more horsepower. We need more turbo. We need more. But what you don't realize is when you have a really fast engine and a really fast transmission, you have a really fast tire. And a tire at a certain speed doesn't have a connection to the ground anymore. Therefore, no traction. Therefore, no power. Therefore, you lose the race, right? So as we've seen talking to Ashley, that people are now are kind of like hitting the plateau of horsepower and now focusing on chassis development, suspension, and custom shocks. So people out there looking for an opportunity for retail, focusing on those lesser expensive pieces than the engine. Chassis is still very expensive, don't get me wrong, but like perfecting those other pieces, the percentage of growth once you get past a certain horsepower to weight ratio actually allows you to be more competitive.
Interesting.
Yeah, so it's a trend in our friends at the dirt track racing technology and performance.
You know, I gotta tell you that was interesting. It always is. But my, you know, we've talked about this before. You and I both have varying levels of undiagnosed
ADHD, depression,
manic
depressive,
ADHD,
bipolar.
Let's stick with the ADHD.
Okay.
There's not enough time in this particular segment for all of our problems. That's for sure. But the ADHD,
acute alcoholism.
well, this is actually an example of our ADHD problem. But I had to really focus in on what you're saying, because once you said more power, all I was thinking about was being a 12-year-old kid with my mullet, sitting there getting ready on Wednesday night at 8 p.m. or whatever the time it was for Tim the Toolman Taylor and Al Borland. More power. That's all I thought of the whole time. I had to keep saying, no, don't think about more power. Think about what Doug's saying here, because this is cool. Like, that was very interesting. But the more power just got me like, I'm lost, man.
You know, I'm glad I explained that or you explained that. I look over and you're like this.
Oh, no, I was trying to focus, man. I was like,
And I'm like,
I had to keep reeling
I'm
it in.
sorry the story's not making you
No,
happy.
it made me really happy. It brought back some great memories of Tim the Toolman, man. I mean, that was one of my favorite shows.
I'm just trying to drag out this segment so I don't tell my story.
No, you know, this man, I'm telling you, man, I've heard this story 3 times because of telling it to people already, just on the street. I was the one that told him, hey, you got to tell this story. Because the 3rd time I heard it, I was dying. So without further ado, I'm going to exit the stage. All the lighting needs to go right there. Boom! Doug's story. Retail story for the ages, baby.